Hey everybody, and welcome back. Love that little intro stuff. To Hand of Fate 2! My apologies there. We are going to be playing probably the next one. I at some point I do need to go back for the Hierophant. But I think for now I want to just hit new stuff. We're just going to keep going down the line to the Chariot.
A symbol of victory over oppression, control and will. Properties I understand well, and you will learn.
Alright. A plague of corruption is spreading through the downtrodden denizens of the old city. Aid Estrella, and her loyal soldiers and find a way for the citizens to escape. I want to say it's Estrella because that's Spanish for star. Or something like that. It's close. Defeat as many corrupted as possible to find the source of the plague. You'll need to demonstrate great precision in order to win the day. Save innocent townsfolk. Okay, so we're rescuing wagons. I'm sticking with our friend Mal. I was gonna say I can't remember his full name. We can't place that. We've got some tokens. Since that's the one that is literally with him. Like, I kind of want to put in the Deadly Forest. I'm not saying it's good. Put in some new ones. I'm going to do the Shrine as our Platinum one. Just because we always seem to get the Platinum cards. We seem to draw the Platinum equipment before we actually get that. See, those are tempting, but I guess we do have a little bit more in the ways of equipment. We don't have any new rings. Oh, what's this one again? Oh, that's right. I'm not terribly worried about that one. The Gambler's Jewel seems good to me. Okay, Slow Swing. They said we were gonna need precision, so I'm taking that one for sure. We want some armor here. I like the idea of the mercenary's garb. It's also got one of the better defense values. I'm not a big fan of artifacts that you can't use infinitely. They're just not as good of value. The Cardinal Blade
like that
seems
one,
good.
don't you?
Yeah, I do. I didn't realize that. I wonder if that's actually just like a random thing, or if they actually like count the number of times you do stuff. Has a defense of 1. That doesn't mean it does anything. Map reveal. I don't know if I really care for that. Ring of Food is we can throw stuff away for food. That might become relevant. You can throw away any gains card for 2 food. I don't know if there's gonna be goblins. Do we have anything that has increased effectiveness against the corrupted? You know, we've got 2 new items. Let's throw them in there and see what happens. Okay, the supplies that we were going to start with. Okay, it's a 3-use healing spirits. This lets us see where the shops are. I bet you it's just we get to use it 3 times. We're gonna go with a fine sword and probably extra food. That seems to be the most valuable thing. It would be nice to get the token off of that. But I'm probably going to use the Brigand's Blades on when we go back to the Hierophant. Or Hierophant. Whatever it is. Because we are running into more thieves there. Whoops, did not mean to do that. We are ready to start.
This corruption spreads across the breadth of the Empire.
Ooh.
It even touches me. My power keeps it at bay. But these are the seals that Callus has attempted and failed to place upon my return.
Callus, huh? Don't know who that is. Sir Malifaux looks down from the back of his steed, and the soldiers lined rank and file before him. The city is lost to the plague, he says dryly. We will not waste another soldier on this place. He gives the final command. In the name of the Emperor, prepare to withdraw. Block the gatehouses. Let no one through. At sunrise, we burn the city to the ground. Without hesitation, the soldiers march down the cobbled street towards the western gatehouse. A single soldier remains, a captain. She removes her helm to reveal a quiff of golden hair and an eye patch concealing a wound from a battle long ago. She approaches you and Mal. Many innocent people will die come morning if nothing is done to correct this injustice, she explains. I ask that you aid my men in their search for citizens to escort out of the old city. Hurry, nightfall fast approaches. Find and rescue citizens and escort them out of the city. Wow, there are 60 citizens to be saved. Who are you? I'm Captain Fiore, she says with a bow. I have been commanding my regiment on the northern border. My troops and I were recalled to the old city and were ready to march back to the capital. However, it appears the Empire has neglected its people in our absence. I cannot abandon those that we have sworn to protect. It's very honorable. Fear not, there are soldiers that remember the virtue of the Empire, who remain loyal to her people. I have a number of scouts searching the streets for citizens as we speak. They will assist you when they can. What's the plan? I anticipated Malifaux's intentions, and my scouts have made preparations. To the southwest is a gatehouse abandoned when the infected broke through. If we can clear the corrupted from this district, we can escort any citizens through with minimal resistance. Interesting how that appeared on there. I guess by doing that, it reveals on the map. Defeat Blight Monster cards to access the gatehouse. What is the plague? A terrible tragedy to be sure. While the Empire's eye is on the northern border, it has abandoned its people to this unnatural plague. Do not be fooled, this is no ordinary malady. Its affliction maddens and warps the minds of those it corrupts, turning friend, family, or lover into a mindless agent of hate and aggression. The Empire is right to fear its rapid spread and potential reach. However, there are many who call this city home, who have not been damned. Not yet. It is these souls I intend to save this night. The old city was once the hub of the world. Great artisans, traders, and merchants would travel from far and wide to sell their wares here. While it still houses many, it is a shadow of its former glory, a muddle of the streets, and in light of the plague, many roads have been blocked. Let us begin. My coachman will follow and transport any citizens you might find along your way. If you are lucky, they may be of assistance in your travels. Search the streets and kill the infected. I will send word when the way is clear. Save citizens will add options at the campfire. Interesting. I don't like ever camp, but that means we could be like benefit. I would like to see the cards.
Everywhere the rot touches, and everywhere bears its stains.
So the camera is kind of messed up here. I'm hoping that when we come back from combat, the first combat, we'll get everything we need. There's also what appear to be invisible cards, maybe? Or maybe we need to fight our way through the streets before the other cards are revealed. Signs of mass departure are everywhere. Homes stand empty. All that remain are crumbling ruins.
Surgery must be done with precision if it is to be effective.
We gotta do some murder! Ooh.
Patience. Do not move too quickly, for haste breeds only failure.
Oh, Jesus. I did not even come close to succeeding there. You land several blows, but fail to fell any of the infected. The rest of the infected turn at the commotion and clamor towards you, arms thrashing. Mel readies his spellbook. You could have run like the cowards from the beginning, but no. Yes! Woohoo!
That will set you in good stead from here.
Wow. Your weapon finds its mark. You whirl through your foes, cleaving the infected before they can land a blow. Despite your efforts, the infected close in. Alright, 4 blight. That shouldn't be hard. We've got a fine sword. 'Tis a fine blade. It shall cut true. It's a shitty shield, though.
I'm no happier to be here than you lot.
Okay. We're gonna go ahead and take that invulnerability. Mal got a little beaten up. It's okay. He'll survive. We didn't even take a hit. That appears to be the last of them. So why does it say 3 corrupted remaining? It said 7. Oh, no, because we only got rid of 3 cards. Interesting. That appears to be the last of them, Mel remarks. You continue on your streets. We gain 4 fame. This is the Deadly Forest.
These tokens represent the expansion of the game. More options, more cards, more opportunities.
Ouch. 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 Alright, so that was a mistake. Signs of mass departure are everywhere. Homes stand empty. All that remains are the crumbling ruins.
What are you sacrificing when you stop to help them? Have you asked yourself that?
No. Also, why didn't I have my fine sword during that fight? It must have been because I failed in the first one. You happen upon a group of frightened peasants desperately seeking safety. We hear the Empire has abandoned the city, they cry. Please help us. You explain the Fury's plan and how to help them on the wagons. We have rescued 8. We are grateful, the woman says as she steps into the carriage. I haven't much food, but should you need some, I would be willing to trade. Okay. More city streets. Signs of... Okay, the same thing.
Some still fight, yet they must know their time is near.
The unmistakable sound of combat alerts you to a group of townsfolk being attacked by the infected. One brave warrior struggles to hold back the horde. You rush to their aid. Hell yeah, I do. Do I have my fine sword instead of the neglected one, please? Got a little framey there, but not too bad. Okay, yes, we do have our fine sword. So I'm going to shamble over here. That was bad. Oh gosh. I forgot I've taken quite a bit of damage here. End him. Unfortunately, I could not save all the citizens. In fact, I didn't save like any of them. That's bad, I think. I don't know how many citizens I really can save. Oh, I saved 5 citizens. Okay. You arrived just in time, the warrior explains. I don't think I could have held them off for much longer. I could part with some equipment, he continues. I don't think it will do me much good now. See me if you're interested in trade. We only have 10 gold.
The stench of corruption flows across the cities, tainting everything it touches.
We bring word for Captain Fury, the soldier explains with a salute. The infected horde at the next gatehouse has subsided. But there's a problem. Corruption grows from the ground itself, blocking all passages for the wagons that must be destroyed. She asks that we join you in your efforts, the soldier continues. Should we require your assistance, you need only ask. Prior to combat, optionally draw an Empire ally card. Can be used before 5 combats or 7 if Estrella is your... Okay, so Estrella could become our... or will become our companion, I suppose?
I can't determine whether you're the sort of person to put their faith in goblins, or merely the sort to give their actions no thought.
The tower is in chaos. Alarm bells have the garrison soldiers in a panic as you watch a goblin with a hefty sack leaps from a window dangling from a makeshift rope. He bounces painfully off the wall as he lowers himself to the ground. The castle door flies open, guards assemble, armed and angered. The goblin blows his horn, discharging a little more than a feeble hiss. I need a moment to recharge this. Help me and I'll split my takings. Before you can reply, he throws an item from his sack. Here's your retainer. That's not really an item. The guards rush forward, arrest them. They're with the goblin. Okay, hey, why am I helping? No, I'm gonna be fine. Oh wait, maybe I did. Wait, did I just call them for help? I think I did. Whoops. That was my mistake. Oh, ooh, that charge though. That charge worked really well. I was planning on taking out the guy I was currently fighting, but when he went down on the last hit as I was pressing the token. Hearing the shouts of additional guards, the goblin summons a portal and drags you in. The three of you start falling through a seemingly endless tunnel of swirling stars.
I'm not a vain man. You must appreciate that this game, has been
trying
my
to see what
focus
they
for more
are.
years than I can count. I have a certain pride regarding its twists and turns.
Oh, it was successes. No. That's good. After it seems like...
A wise decision.
You done? Okay. After what seems a lifetime, the portal releases you in a forest. You find Mal passed out behind a shrub. You help him up and continue on your way. City streets. Nothing. Let's clean this out, shall we? Oh. Damn it. Delightful reminds you to a troop of hardy morals. You use them to prepare a nourishing meal. That was a failure?
Your supplies are running low.
Yes, they
Make
are.
your choices carefully.
Okay. Good. Let's ambush them. I could just go for the normal success, which would probably remove one. That's when I wanted to do that. Right there, it was the slowest it could possibly be. I wanted to time that again soon. Boom! That timing. Quick and precise, you eliminate the first two groups of infected with little resistance. The remaining infected stand by idly, twitching and writhing in sickness. Mel pats you on the back. Good job, I'm proud of you. I guess I should join in the fight. We should be able to get a clear one here. I might be able to eliminate them without even entering actual combat. Just waiting. Instead of trying to go for it. Your weapon finds its mark. You whirl through your foes, cleaving the infected before they can land a blow. We were lucky to ambush them, Mel remarks. With caution, you continue the journey through winding streets. Okay, I can look at the map. Road to Goblin Town. I'm gonna drop into camp here real fast.
Too long. The city falls around you.
What equipment can I buy? That's like exactly what I want. Need to buy some food though. It's a gold per food? You guys are awesome. I would pay you more for your food. They say the road to Goblin Town is paved with gold and dead mice. Horace, son of the village idiot, has lured you to this forest cave with the promise of a hidden treasure. You regret everything. I regret everything. Just through there. He points into the dark cavern. I saw a goblin hurrying into that hole not a moment ago. Goblin Town is in there, I'm sure of it. What is this? No, seriously, what is this? What are we doing here? Is this combat? Oh! Ooh, we're doing trials! I'm gonna try and get as much of this as I can. I do appreciate that there are dead bodies everywhere. I think that was just literally a health potion. Oh! I can use the second stick. It's not as good as... You can't fully rotate everything. Oh, well, there's nothing else. This is not as hard as the old ones. Do we get to face like another level? How much is it gonna tell us, like, a summary of what we got? Horace is crestfallen when you tell him the Goblin Town wasn't down there. You didn't find the goblin either? Probably used their wily magics. I'll tell you what, if you manage to get your hands on a goblin, they might lead you there.
Nicely done.
Well, we got the token. Some city streets. Some more streets. No new paths discovered, it says.
Further into the city, with more yet to be saved.
The smell of rotting flesh lingers in the air. The gatehouse tower looms over you, its sides crushed with the taint of corruption. The captain greets you as you approach. Holy crap. Wait, the Spire of Blight? It is as the scouts reported. That corruption will block the wagon's path. It is correct. That is correct. However, there are still more citizens to be saved in this district. If we continue now, though, there will be no turning back. Grateful citizens, help us, help us. We saved 8. Cool, more food. It's good, because we're going to need it. Captain greets you as you approach. It is as the scouts reported. Oh, it's, now make haste. We will protect the wagons with my scouts. So it doesn't say that there are no more. Okay, so we... Terror of Blight, Affliction of Blight, 6 of Blight, and Spire of Blight. So we need to break the Spire of Blight. Oh yeah, I did say yes. We'll ask for help again. This seems like a pretty big fight. I would not mind the assistance. And we will see how formidable this foe truly is. Yeah, we're gonna have to kill that. The question is if it spawns stuff or if it heals things. The land itself becomes shattered, shambling, and broken. Attacks with bursts of corruption that snare and damage their targets. Use evade to avoid their attacks. Okay, Mal. I got an achievement. Dang it. Oh crap, the Spire is attacking people. Dang it. Mal is down. Nice try, Spire. I tried to dodge out of the way. I think I can revive him, right? Oh, that's Mal. Mal, don't jump up behind me like that. Ah, dang it. My parrying is a little slow. Dead. Gotcha. A lot of people died for this fight, though. We probably didn't need to bring them, but they were helpful. We took, you know, a decent beating. Leave old city with... Oh, geez, that's terrible. Captain Fury addresses you. You have a steady swing, excellent soldier. Oh, sorry. You have a steady swing. Excellent, soldier. It will only be only more difficult from here on. I bear no ill will towards you if you choose to leave now. No! We shall continue! As the captain's scouts lead the wagon through to the next district and seals the gate, you ascend the gatehouse tower.
What is it the towers will watch over? A stream of death and despair?
I mean, presumably, unfortunately. The tower provides a commanding view over the once impressive city. As you pause to catch your breath, you watch the last of the sun's rays disappear over the horizon. Mal shakes your shoulders and points you over the battlement towards the south. Well, that's good, I guess. Where you see the final gatehouse, its tower rising from the wall of the old city to the south. 40 corrupted remaining, Jesus. Have you ever seen so many? Mal remarks as you watch the infected swarm the city wall. How can the Empire let its people suffer so? Mal mutters under their breath. And then abandon those in need. As you continue to look, a small glow appears on the horizon, beyond the city perimeter. First one, then another, and another. The Empire, Mal cries. They are preparing to burn the city. We must get the people to safety. Let us hope we are not too late. Okay, so let's actually look at the map here. Those are just both city streets. Drudge of corruption. We gotta try the ambush. Everything should be slower, right? Oh my lord. Everything is in fact slower, however, hitting that gold is gonna be really hard. Trying to... Oh!
What an
That's her blows, but
unfortunate
failed
time
it.
for your skills to leave you.
Yep. Yep. This'll be fine. I'm waiting. Not yet. Probably 2 more swings. Actually, no, this is it. And I still... It's moving slower than it was before. Alright. Let's get wrecked. Nah, we got this. This is gonna suck. We're gonna take so much damage. I think I can do it, though. Mal will ping him down. Just gotta get on that dodge roll. It's what, like 3 afflictions and... Oh my god. Look at that. Oh my god. Inflicted. The rock grants power before it grants release. Muscle replaced with darkness, organs pumping black bile through shattered veins. Infected enemies are feeble, causing them to become knocked down when health is low. Use a finisher before they recover. There's so many. Man, what I would give for a cardinal blade. Get up. Okay, I want to have better view here. Dang, dang it. This is some really intense combat here. He's getting knocked back in an odd direction. Mal's down again. getting right back at it. And dead. We didn't take too much damage there, despite fighting a giant horde. How much I would like to have Hretha's ire, though. We killed 12 corrupted. Holy crap. More city streets. We just get to see other paths. Fetid fens. Might as well check it out.
The stench of death is upon everything here. We understand that, you and I.
A miasma hangs in the air, thick and redolent of the dead things trapped in the dark waters. Just walking through this path has been known to leave travelers with a lifelong cough. You spy an old carriage through the fog, its wheels locked in the mire. Occupants either fled or were eaten by the inhabitants of the swamp long ago. Since the fog is thickest around the rotting timbers, there may yet be valuables within. Ouch. Although it doesn't really hurt us that much. Enveloped in a thick cloud of marsh gas, you carefully make your way across the stones and fallen logs. Oh, game. It was right there. You do want to catch it at the end, but... I want to catch it going from left to right, because that means if we miss, we hopefully hit the silver. Nope, we did not have success there. We did for a second there, I wasn't confident. That little red one. I'm just taking the normal success here. You make your way to the carriage, discovering an old crate. The lock rips from the sodden wood, giving you access to the equipment inside. Yes. We don't have enough for it yet, but we will soon. Oh, yeah, yes, we're taking it. We just can't equip it.
Fame alone has got you here. Let action carry you forward.
We got the fame by... Yeah, by... You flee the wetlands through the taint, its stench lingers with you. We gain 2 fame. Presumably because we survived it.
They believe fire will purge this sickness. But the sickness is not in the city. It is in the land itself. It will be purged, but not like this.
That's a disturbing thing to find out. With a terrible clash, the building beside you is struck by a flaming catapult shot. The building heaves and twists from the impact and tumbles across the street in front of you. Mal shields... Okay, see, that's why it says there, because they don't know who you brought with you. Shields his eyes from the blaze. Quickly, we must find another way. We're still going to try and ambush them. Oh, Jesus. I'm just going to take silver here. Good lord. I want them to be traveling in the same direction. I don't... The crossing paths seems almost exclusively bad. Oh! I got it on accident!
Breathe.
Suck it!
Done well.
Goodbye, 2 monsters. We dash further in. Oh, that's bad.
Swings like a scythe.
That's a big failure.
Bearing hope or failure.
Lose Mal for 3 turns. That's bad. 6 of Blight and Affliction now. I think we can handle that with Hretha's ire. I'm gonna have to be a little bit careful though. This Hretha's ire is a little bit heavier than I'm used to. It's gonna be a little bit slower compared to the sword. But the hammer does look badass. Oh, dang. Oh, dang. Oh, trying to dodge it. Did not succeed. Bam! Fear the hammer! Oh man, I miss this hammer.
With every step, corruption reaches further, and your
Oh,
chances
gosh.
become less.
I'm going to explain to them I'm here to help. How do we know you're not one of them? One cries. How do you know you're not sick like those monsters? Another, they remain huddled behind the crates. Have to try and catch them. Wait. Oh, never mind. Okay, we can wait for these to line up. No! I went for it. I thought I could get it.
You must harness your will and find the quiet stillness inside you.
Oh, sorry. I need to make camp and buy food. Does that mean 6 food, or does that mean 6 cards? Because I think it means 6 food. The problem is I'm exploring, like, everything. Which causes problems. Like, you know, not having food. Okay, we must find another way. It's not terrible.
Even in the midst of terrors, there will always be
Cool.
traders who stayed too long hoping to profit.
Cool, I can now sell equipment at the campfire. It would be nice, but I don't think we're ever really going to get an option. The city is huge. I'm going to be starving, like, very
If
soon.
there is a finer mind than my own, I've yet to meet it. Yet, I've brought a scourge of mindlessness into this world, and must suffer the results.
Fun. A wounded peasant runs stumbling down the street, chased by a horde of corrupted. We will fight the corrupted. As we are wont to do. I need to save those kids, but well, A, I messed up. And B, I don't have the food. Alright, give me the shield.
Keep them away from me!
Unfortunately, ooh, I love when you manage to get that combo press in. You are almost dead. Oh! Dang it. I'm gonna miss that one. Dead. Pretty sure. Is it my diadem that's dealing the extra damage to the corrupted here? I think it is. I need to check that out. Because that really does make that diadem perfect for this. Like, it's basically made for this. With the horde defeated, the townsfolk rushed to tend to the peasants. They are grateful for your protection. Food. The answer is food. I need food. I need to redraw. I know it expends him, but... not what I wanted. I needed food. Save 5 citizens. We're gonna start starving here.
Now we see how this
Ooh.
tale ends.
We'll have to come back with it when Mal is with us.
Gasping with each step, hoping to survive. Find food if you can.
What if I could? We're gonna go on the cure. Because if I die, I can at the very least have gotten this token. Mal's condition worsens on your journey back to the underneath. You must stop and rest. Usually his usual chatty lute playing is replaced by somber silence. Finally, you arrive at the familiar stone entrance by the lake, but the doorway is wide open, and the bespectacled ogre is lying in a pool of his own blue blood. That's not good. The ogre wheezes, "Get away." I don't need their help. I can smash the skeletons. Although I really have to be careful about my health now, because I basically have 7 more moves before I end up in trouble. I need to get food by then. And that is why the hammer gives no fucks. It's almost one-shotting everything. Well done. A robed woman draped in bone charms rounds the corner. A necromancer. You must be Mal, and you, his mercenary companion. I was warned about you. Oh, it's just a death mage. She bows mockingly. Have you come to stop me from ending the lives of the little rats who scurry in this sinkhole? Who are you? She laughs, a chilling hollow sound. By many accounts, I am nobody, merely a killer for hire. Who sent you? Why, the Empire, of course. The necromancer steps closer, fiddling with her bone amulet. You really think you could waltz into an Empire fort and steal those precious mage children away without them noticing? There's an enticingly high price on your heads, and a high price on mage heads in general. Once I've taken yours, I'll descend into the underneath and collect every last one. She bows mockingly. Have you come to stop me from ending the lives of the... Okay, she already asked that. Ask why she wants to kill us hiding in the underneath. Can you not feel the winds of time changing? Maleclipse of the veil? The seers whisper of it. I've no intention of being on the wrong side of history. Do you? Mal grimaces. You're on the wrong side of history, sister. The necromancer smiles. History is penned by the victors, hedge mage. Now, she readies her staff. The Emperor did not gift me lizard bone dust to waste my time up here while I could be down there spilling mage blood. The necromancer raises her arms, and the undead crawl to the earth to surround you. I'm gonna say yes on this one, though. Because we're fighting her? Oh, God. Alright, we got 50 HP. Let's go. I've got almost my ideal loadout here. I'm gonna try and focus fire her, but I have a feeling I'm gonna have to deal with the skeletons. Death Mage. Death Mage is revealed in this land, tipping ever more into chaos. Sorry. The Death Mage revels in this land, tipping ever more into chaos. Use Bash to break through their gruesome armor. Death Mage, be damned, my hammer. I'm just gonna beat you to death with a hammer. Took 6 damage to crush that. Suddenly, Mal doubles from pain, clutching his arm. Ira, the cure. You carry Mal through the stone entrance into the underneath. He coughs blood onto his collar. A few steps into the tunnel, you meet Ira. She takes one glance at Mal's face and immediately understands. Mal's as pale as a sheet, and his eyes are bloodshot. Ira, please, the potion. She weeps, oh Mal, I have lied to you. Mal stares in horror, blood leaking from his mouth. What are you saying? She raises a hand and cups his face with the tenderness of a lover. The only cure is removal. The whole limb is infected, Mal. It has to go. Mal begins to sweat through his surcoat. He tears at the binding of his sleeve to reveal the affliction spreading up to his arm. Glowing green pustules encrust his hand and wrist. The extent of his affliction now gruesomely apparent, he gives a strangled sigh and promptly passes out. Ira unsheathes a curved silver dagger from her belt and hands it to you. We don't have much time. I must fetch a blood-binding potion or he will simply bleed to death. Do not falter. If the corruption spreads to his neck, then he is lost. Then Ira hurries down into the underneath. You must remove the infected limb for him. The corruption is creeping quickly past his elbow. That was probably our best chance. I want to wait for them to line up again. No, it was there! I had it! You drive the dagger down and miss. The mage convulses violently, pouring from his eyes and mouth. You must remove the fetid limb. The corruption is creeping quickly. Come on! It was there! The lag in the button.
When things appear impossible, they can be mastered. Keep practicing.
How many tries do I get at this? The problem is I don't like the way that the red are aligned. It makes it really hard. Got it. Yes. I missed a whole bunch, but then I got it. The surgical dagger is impossibly sharp. It cuts cleanly through Mal's arm, through tendon, muscle, and bone. Still, your friend does not move. You feel sick to your stomach as you desperately try to staunch the bleeding. At last, Ira arrives, potion in hand. Some days later, Mal comes to. He stares at the empty healing vials and jars of curative salves that surround his sick bed, and rasps for a flagon of wine. When he is well enough, through sorceries and blood magics you don't quite understand, Mal is gifted with a new arm. It glows bright green and is smooth and transparent like glass. Mal flexes his new limb with a sad look on his face. Thank the gods the Empire isn't hunting mages right now, or this would be quite the beacon indeed. After a few more days fully supplied with wine and the disgusting caveberry cakes ubiquitous in the underneath, you both trudge up the tunnel to the surface. Mal is silent as you walk. Mal flexes his newly glowing arm. It feels stiff and tingles painfully. I made a terrible mistake. It was a plan concocted by a few desperate ones to stop the Empire from culling all of us, but it backfired horribly. Those who didn't die were infected, and he stops himself from telling you something and pats you on the back instead. When you're older, I'll tell you the rest of the story. If it is true that the Emperor himself is consorting with mages to cull mages, then that is a rather flawed and terrifying plan. It may all be Coswallop, though. Necromancers are known to harbor big heads, unlike the smaller, more humble heads of regular mages like me. I could have died. It's a funny thing to think about. Mel runs his hand across the surface of a powerful spellbook, a parting gift from Ira. I suppose since it will be difficult to hide this beacon attached to my body, I'll have to abandon the bard disguise. A thought suddenly crosses his mind. Except in taverns. Have you ever seen a mage successfully woo a pretty bar maiden? I haven't.
A fitting place to end this tale, with illusions ended and pretense lost.
Okay, so I need to It's all city streets.
Pray if you must.
Yeah,
May you
I'm using the
receive better
shrine.
results from them than I have in turn.
Uh-oh. That was odd. Okay, so I need to roll a 4 on this, so I actually want to re-roll both of these, I think. Shit! Well, we're pretty hosed. Grateful citizens, please help us. More food is available in camp. Yay! Unfortunately, I'm still really close to death. Oh, I see. You have to buy them as individuals, or they group them as 3. Oh boy. Oh, I didn't want to go there. The air is thick with the stench of rotting flesh, and the infected still fill the streets. Ahead you spy another thick pillar of corruption pulsating in the night. I must warn you, we do not have the forces to beat them in a straight fight. They must be taken out in smaller groups throughout the district. You think the scouts can continue on your way?
It is true, Callus was able to defeat me. But to be very clear, that is not because he is my superior, but simply because I underestimated him. I treated him like a mindless thug, without realizing he was cunning with it.
Well, that was your own mistake. Putrefaction has ravaged this part of the city. Narrow alleyways which never see the light of day harbor nothing but misery and pestilence. Okay. Luckily, this doesn't cost food. I remember when it used to. We're there to help.
Do you wonder what lies beyond the gates of death? This corruption is but a small part of it.
We really have to not take damage. It's really important. Every bit of health we have really counts. We've used every bit of food we possibly could have.
Keep them away from me!
Dang it. Good, we got the kill. Give me a shield. Shield, please. Shield, please. Okay, I'm mashing left trigger there to try and get the finishing blow. Oh, we did get hit for 8 there, which is really bad. I need the food. There's 5 food on the table. I pretty much have to try for this. Yes! Woo! That was desperately needed. There are no corrupted remaining. So that's going to, yep. The corruption token is gone. A grateful hero. Of course we rush to the raid. We do not have Mal, which is unfortunate. It means that the damage we take, or that it means that we're going to take some damage, probably. That shield is really useful, especially with the heavier weapons, because it's sometimes harder to catch those, the blocks. Yeah. They made swift work of all those guards. Dang it. Ooh. Oh boy. The other thing is that over time, that 5 food is 25 health. And I can choose to eat it. More equipment is available to purchase. What is that below us? Desert Trek. That seems bad. We really want to be right. Oh, Jesus. I do like how there's the audio cue. I don't know how much it really counts here. Yes! I don't know how much the audio cue really counts here, just because, like, it's periodic, but it's not guaranteed. Like, it's not regular. Okay, that's what we're waiting for. Is that sweep up on the right corner. We had the timing before. Or, well, we saw the timing. We're probably, like, halfway there. Close. That was it again. I should have just waited. I'm getting impatient. It's only like 11 enemies. I've got 20 health. I can get hit twice. Never mind. We're doing guerrilla warfare. Come in for the big swings when you can. Always be dodging. Use the invulnerability. Yes, right in the middle of the group. Ah. Gotcha. We did get hit once, which is bad, but... Whew. This is gonna be a close fight. I'm gonna eat some food, probably, but I want to rescue the children. I need to get more food. Unfortunately, I don't think this is gonna be the way to get more food.
Everything is easier with a map that you can trust.
Oh, it's this one.
That's the core of the question, isn't it?
Shut up, Peeler. Miraculax is back. One of the two camels resting under a grove of palms. A dry heat blows from the west. Climb aboard and lead the way, he says, tossing you the map. Sorry for taking it before, but you really can't be too trusting of people these days. You take a moment to consult the map you discovered while raiding caravans. It traces the merchant routes that crisscross the desert lands skirting the nation. The desert hides many forgotten paths, but only the most prepared or most desperate may risk finding them. Okay. It's not too big a deal. We're here to help. Alright.
Another step into the emptiness. At
Oh,
least
goody.
one hopes. Keep on walking through. Make time while you may. You see how the game changes.
Jack of all trades.
How its pieces move around. Sometimes under your control, and sometimes not.
There's nothing I can do. I can't rescue the kids. Which means I'm pretty sure I can't succeed.
Endless dark deeds have been done in the name of the Empire. May you set that ledger right, at least in part.
Yep. There's nothing I can do.
Some are lost, but still there is hope for the city
crap.
yet.
By decree of the Emperor, none are permitted to leave the old city. Oh, sorry, I'm really fast skimming these instead of reading them when I shouldn't be. What good is a soldier who cannot follow commands? What is an empire without order? The young captain retorts proudly. By decree of the Emperor, none are permitted to leave the old city. Captain Fury draws her pistol, standing between the cowering old city refugees and the Emperor's decree. I will not stand down. It's going to be a fight! A fight that I will win! Mal's gonna help by giving me a shield. That's gonna save my ass from dying. Captain Sterling, he hears the pleas of the old city, but does not weep. Orders are orders. Captains wear armor that dull standard attacks use bash to break their armor.
I fight for justice, not simply
Oh, shit.
ordered. This is how it is to be. So be it.
The fun part is that this bash deals damage. Where's your bash now, motherfucker? Come here, pistol man. Let's go. We actually have people living. Where's Captain Sterling? Oh. I don't even use a finishing blow on your face, and I love the leg. I love the leg. Ragdoll physics for the win. Alright, so we didn't get all the citizens because we didn't have enough food. But we have befriended Astrea. These Emperor-decreed injustices have been on the increase of late, Captain Furor says. Something ill is growing from within. She pauses her ruminations and gives you a stern look. The Empire would do well to have somebody like you serving it. Unfortunately, we just didn't get that gold.
This is where you differ. There is no problem Callas would not have solved through death, yet you show mercy.
Plague, Alchemist, Yvonne's Cottage, and Street Fighter. So Plague is useful because it gives us that wheel. Finding safe passage to the plague-ridden city, Empire's Burden, Archer's Bane, Felvin's Favor, and Elusive Charm. For saving a blacksmith, we got leather armor. For befriending Astrea, we get Mayor of Farwater and Astrea the Soldier. For surviving Horace's suggestion to enter a trap dungeon, we get Follow the Goblin and One Drunken Night. I already like that card. Just some blades swinging from the ceiling, a little bit of booze. It's all gonna be fine. And finally, for saving Mal from the corruption, we get the Underneath and... Ooh. A better version of Mal. Interesting. I wonder what his abilities do, how they differ. Well, thank you guys for watching. I hope you enjoyed this episode. I had a lot of fun playing.
Go easy on you. The usurper will not do so, and I must test you sorely before you arrive at his gates.
Sure thing, dealer buddy. So yeah, that was a lot of fun. We apparently have some other stuff to go. We are going to have to come back and revisit it. Hopefully when we have items that can better manage our food. I'm going to put the stuff that does food in there. The city's just so big, and you need to find all the citizens. I suppose it would also be worth knowing when you found all the citizens so that you can leave. Like, if I had known... well, A, I didn't get the token from the desert. Or you're apparently supposed to get lost in the desert, I think. I'm not lying. I think you're supposed to get lost in the desert. I think you're supposed to pull a failure there. If I had known all of that, I wouldn't have needed to spend the food. If I had known that those 2 pauper children were all 8 of the remaining citizens. I presumed that they were only 2, because there were 2 in the picture, but it's quite possible that there were actually 8, because they were asking for 8 food. It just never really explained that, I guess, if it had said this is 8 people. But I will know that for the future, and that will be what allows us to get gold on this one, hopefully. So, thank you guys for watching. I will see you next time. But until then, keep your gears turning.
Are you confused? Complete these challenges, and we will be ready to face the usurper.
Our dealer just had to get in the last word.